So I'm going to show you how to use TI-84 to find the mean and standard deviation of a simple frequency distribution table. As you can see on the screen, we have this question right here that says that a survey asks 32 randomly selected students how many classes they are taking in fall 2018, and the result it's given in the table below. So we see here the number of classes and the corresponding frequency. Now this particular question wants us to find the mean and standard deviation of the sample data. So ahead of time we have been informed that this is a sample data. All right, this is a sample data, and also the question stating that a survey. So when we see the key phrase survey, it also means that the information that we have been given, it's based on a sample, is a sample information. So how do we go about answering this question using the TI-84? All right, so if you're ready, let's go. Okay. So we first have to put on the calculator. So I put on the calculator. Alright, if there are things on it already, you could clear. So you could hit clear to clear. If there are something on the screen on the calculator, you could clear that. After you have done that, go to start. So go to start, and then use your cursor. Okay, go to start, and just you see number one, start edit. So it's number one. So all you're gonna do is to press enter. All right, now when you press start edit, it gives you this table. Now with this table, if there is any data there that you do not need, use the cursor, move it to the top of the column. So we are in L1, for example. In this case, L1 do have some data there, so we gonna move the cursor up as I've done, and then you're gonna hit clear and enter. Now that clears all the values from there. We next going to enter the x values. In our case, that is a number of classes. So you just going to do the data entry. So we have 1, enter, 2, enter, 3, enter, 4, enter, 5, enter, 6, enter, and the final value on that column is 7, enter. Then we go to L2, and we're going to enter the corresponding frequency. So we have 10, enter, 6, enter, 5, enter, 4, enter, 3, enter, 3 again, enter, 1, enter. Now double check and make sure that the values that you've entered on the calculator is the same as the value that is coming from the question. So we just do a short double checking, and we find out that we've done a great job by entering the values very well. So our next step will be to go to start again. So we hit on start. So select start, and this time you're going to use your cursor to move to calc. Alright, so we move one way to calc as you see on the screen, and now we're going to select one var stats. One var stats is number 1 on the TI-84. Alright, so let's press that. Now if you have TI-83, you would have to, you're not going to see what you see on the screen now, which says list, freq list, and calculate. If you have TI-83, then you're going to see a different screen, and I would show you that shortly. Alright, but let's go with the TI-84. So for most times when you click on the calc in the frequency situation, you're going to see the list, freq list, and then calculate. On the list section, you're going to put in L1. Now suppose the L1 is not there. Alright, then what do? You're going to press second, and then you press 1. Second 1, so that will bring L1. Now in this particular situation our frequency is L2, so you're going to press second and then 2, that brings L2, and bring the cursor to the calculate, and under the calculate just press enter, and that will now generate the answer that you are looking for. So we see here that the mean, we see the mean to be, the mean in this case is x bar. The mean is x bar, and the calculator is saying 2.906. And we also see the standard deviation. The standard deviation, now remember that we are dealing with a sample standard deviation, so the notation on the TI-84 is x with a subscript lowercase x. All right, and that is 1.83 79, for example. All right, so because this is a multiple choice question, we could see that when we round the values to 2 decimal places, our answer is going to be the third answer, which says that mean is 2.91 and standard deviation is 1.84. So that should be the answer that we will select. Now, like I promised, I wanted to say something shortly about the if you have TI-83, then after you have pressed one var start, it's going to be blinking after that. So you're going to put in L1, put a comma, and then you put in L2. Now we know to put in L1, you're going to do second, you press the second key, and then you press 1 to put in comma. Now the comma function is on top of the 7. The comma function is on top of the 7, so you put a comma, then you put in L2, which is second, then you put in 2. So that is how you can use the TI-84 to find the mean and the standard deviation of a simple frequency distribution. Thank you for listening, and very much thank you again.